Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So today's reading, it is a very sunny day. The energy feels nice. You can really feel spring in the air. I have some bluebells behind me just there as well. So there's bluebells everywhere springing up. It kind of has that energy of newness, new beginnings, things changing, things happening for you. So I thought this would be a perfect time to do a reading to see where is your current energy right now and what can you expect to come forward over the next couple of weeks. So if you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel. It's great when you comment and put things down there as well. I have had some comments about people wanting more yoga sessions too, so I am going to start putting some yoga sessions on as well. But if you are here for the readings, then this is a reading for you today. So put your energy into what current situations are in your life right now. Where are you going from here? What is happening in your life at this time? Let's see. For this YouTube collective. Ooh, so Willow. So you are in a powerful time of intention right now. So this is a time of being able to create what it is that you want. So Willow holds a real life force energy. It is the power of the sun. It has a real healing energy, especially on a physical level. So if you are, some of you may be suffering from perhaps some physical ailments right now, whether that could be something simply as like neck or shoulder pain, or headaches, that kind of thing, or back pain, knee pain, all the kind of joint areas and stuff is what I'm picking up from this. So it could be a time for you really taking your awareness to those areas to ask, what is this? Why am I feeling this? And a lot of it is feeling restricted from your overall intention, feeling restricted from being able to move forward in the direction that you want to take, because there is something, a burning desire within you that is starting to, you're starting to drive towards. That's where you want to be in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, Nordies, this has come out a lot lately in readings. So this is moving towards a real deep need of yours. So asking yourself the question, what do I need right now? What do I really, really need in my life right now? And I feel like with Willow coming out there as the first rune, you already know what it is that you want and that you need. You've already got an idea of what it is that you are looking to head towards, that you want in your life. But maybe there's a little bit of restriction. You're feeling restrained as to being able to achieve it or move towards it. There could be an energy of maybe needing to cut ties with something else in your life. Maybe you need to cut some cords with certain things that are happening around you. Now, I can actually help you with that if you feel that there's a need to cut off things from the past. It's not necessarily just cutting the energy and that's that. It's just working through what attachments are affecting you from moving forward. And we have Hagalaz, which is a rune of like sudden change. Things are shaking up for you. Things are really not going to be staying the same over the next couple of weeks. Now, this energy can be that your intention is so powerful that it is driving these changes to happen. And I've experienced this with clients before, where if you sit on the fence for long enough, the universe will push you off into a direction, okay? And it will be into the direction of what is deeply rooted into your intention. You are being heard all the time. What things that you want to manifest, they are being put into place to manifest. And when these things are thrown to you for you to work towards, it's up to you to get on with the lesson and get on with it. So if things are propping up or showing up for you that are creating this change for you, you have to accept them because it's part of your intention. It's what you asked for. If you ignore them, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to be harder for you. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to think of an analogy for that. What could I tell you? The only one I can think of is sort of like, say, for instance, and this is actually something that happened to a client of mine, is somebody that's about to retire, okay, or they've got an opportunity to retire early, but they want to stay on because of receiving more money. But they ummed and ahed and they've been on this spiritual journey. Now, them being able to finish early would have meant they'd have more time to practice their spiritual practices. But the money side of things was kind of keeping them wanting to stay for longer. So they sat on the fence for some time. Well, this person got knocked off their bike and they injured themselves, which meant they had to be off work. They were laid off work and receive like a heavy compensation basically for the accident that happened to them. And in that time, they then actually, their intention was fulfilled, but they didn't make the move to do it. So quite severe consequences happened. That's Hagalaz energy. Hagalaz can either be in line with you or not in line with you, but either way it will get the job done. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so that's a warning for you, or this is telling you it's your choice. We can do this the hard way or the easy way. That's basically what Hagalaz is saying to you today. You were warned. Okay, so let's see what cards represent this right now. So your current situation, what do we have for you? What is your current situation at this time? Oh, okay. Something is kind of making you feel weak, I feel, at this time. Now the devil, this is like things that there's something that you are perhaps maybe obsessing over right now, or is constantly on your mind. You can't seem to get rid of this idea or this thought. And with strength in the reverse, this is kind of showing that there's perhaps something holding you back from having the courage and the bravery to step forward with this. But it's constantly bugging you. It's on your mind all of the time. But it's, you know, this intention that you set it some time ago, I feel, and it is manifesting if it hasn't already manifested in your life, but you don't seem to see it like that. You're not seeing what's already been presented to you in your life that you actually manifested for yourself. And this energy is kind of like, it's not going to go away. It's not going to stop propping up in your mind. And it's kind of holding you in a place of feeling weak, or just an inability to have the courage to move forward. Okay, so let's just get a little bit more on what that is. Yeah, there's a feeling of defeated, of sort of like, you know, like there's been a bit of competition, or there's a fear of competition, actually, is what I'm feeling on this. To do with your intention here, I feel like you kind of forgot about your intention, or you just felt like, oh, well, it's never going to happen. But something has cropped up that's created some competition around it. And because of that competition, now there's a fear of losing this, of not being able to achieve it. And we have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of there. So this is quite a nurturing energy. It's a motherly energy. It's kind of like, okay, if you're the masculine here, this could be to do with the feminine in your life that's kind of like got an energy that kind of embraces you, holds you, makes you feel safe. If you're the feminine here, this might be a woman in your life that makes you feel that way. Perhaps somebody that you can go to for advice, a healer, if you like, perhaps, to help you understand more about how you're feeling, or just that support that you need right now. So there is something to do with that. Somebody around you that's a female that makes you feel supported, makes you feel safe. Okay. You are working on something right now. It's almost like you are working towards, you've had an idea to work towards something, and you're putting the graft in, you're putting the effort in, and you want to create give and take. There's a balance there of sort of like something that you are giving here, and also hoping to achieve and receive it as well as. So I feel like this is your current energy now, is like you've kind of recognised that there is the potential for competition. You're obsessing over something, there's something that's really not going away here, and that's kind of holding you back from feeling courageous. So you're putting the work in to figure out, what can I do about this? How can I create balance here? How can I work towards this? And there's something about this maybe on a financial level as well. So it could be that you perhaps are going along. What I'm getting is somebody that perhaps has feelings for somebody, but rather than approach them as like going out, it's more approaching them as to do with, I can help you in your business or something like that. That's the kind of energy I'm picking up from this. Okay, so what is happening for you right now currently to do with this situation? What can we tell you on that? What is happening for you currently within this situation? Okay, we've got the Hanged Man on there. So currently this is about taking a different perspective on things, maybe having to surrender to something. You are surrendering to how you feel, I believe, on this. And it's almost like what you felt was weakness before is actually, you're realising it's not weakness actually, it's me realising what I want and moving towards it. So the Hanged Man energy is kind of like that, where you feel you have gone within, you have thought about things and you've taken a different look at something. And you're realising now actually this is a different perspective that gives me more clarity, that makes me realise what I'm heading towards. We've got Justice on the bottom of there, so yeah, it's about clarity and moving with truth. Like there's a truth that you have uncovered within yourself around this, and you've decided, I feel, to surrender to it. It's the time for that surrender. You may have been seeing a lot of wands lately, like 1-1, 1-1-1, that kind of thing. If you look at the clock and it's always like 11-11, that sort of thing. These are like signs and synchronicities of this coming into your life. I'm going to take that one actually. Yeah, we've got the Hierophant on there as well. So it's like spiritual guidance that's coming through on here. Oh, I think it's about to rain. It's raining. I love it when it's warm and then it rains. It's nice, that is. Okay, so that's your current energy right now, is kind of like allowing yourself to accept your truth, surrender to it, because it's going to stop you from this obsessed energy, because you're feeling stuck by not being able to have the courage to move forward. But you are working towards that. You are definitely working towards that. Let's have a look what else we have for you. Page of Swords. So there is some potential messages, I feel, coming through on this. So perhaps you have been messaging somebody, or this person's been messaging you. Perhaps it's about like a message that brings that clarity, brings that truth, to bring about balance to a particular situation. It's almost like this is time now to, you know, to stop obsessing about this and bring some clarity to it. It's like, what I'm feeling is, it's like somebody's had this bubbling up inside of them for some time, and through whatever reason haven't been able to speak it or express how they're feeling, because this is all about communication. You've been stuck in your head for some time, but now you've had a realization of like, what am I worried about? Why can't I just say how I feel, or say what I'm thinking? And this is actually an energy that's driving you forward. So that horse there is ready to go. So once you've kind of like allowed this truth to be exposed, it's going to help you to move forward on your journey. So let's see what's coming next in this journey for you. Death. Okay, so this is the card of death and rebirth. So by exposing this truth, by allowing this energy to be, by allowing this communication, for instance, like this message, it's actually going to create like the death of one chapter and the beginning of something brand new. Okay, so you may already know what I'm talking about. If whatever popped into your head, about the first thing that popped into your head as we were doing this reading, you know who it is that you need to talk to, you know who it is that you need to express something to, this truth, something that's been on your mind quite a lot lately, and in doing that, it's going to set you free. It's going to allow you to move forward, basically, is what I'm getting from that. And we've got the Tower in reverse on the bottom as well, so it's like that kind of goes with Hagalaz as well. It actually feels like by expressing your needs, expressing yourself clearly as to what you really need, what you're really feeling, it's all in line with that intention that you set. It is going to create that sudden change. It may create some things that feel like challenges, and there may be elements of people needing to go away and think about something, but at least you've got it off your chest, you've expressed it, so you're setting yourself free, you're allowing yourself to move forward from that space. So what is the future of this? What is the future of this? Okay, I'm going to put all that back because I don't know why these cards are going as mental as they are. Okay, let's have a look. So, what is the outcome of this? Maybe I just can't shuffle properly. There's a lot of swords I'm seeing around this. No, that's the element of air. It's about communication, clarity. But sometimes an element of, not being clear. Okay, I'm going to take those two. So the future of this is kind of like an ability to be flexible, maybe gaining some balance here. It's kind of like moving into calmer waters and realising actually where there was an imbalance before, perhaps I can create balance. Maybe I can be flexible here. There may be an element of needing to juggle, but if something's important to you enough, and if you've been obsessing about it for a long time, then I'd say it's pretty important to you. There is a need there to kind of like juggle that. But there's something about roots. There's something about you feeling, like it's meant to be, like it's really rooted into the idea of this. And for whatever reason, you feel like you don't know what else to do, how else to be. You've tried to separate yourself from it. You've tried to move away from it, but it keeps calling you back in. So you're quite rooted into it. So now it's trying to find that balance and flexibility within it. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles on there. So this is somebody that is kind of like basically feeling quite content with what they've got. Gaining a lot of knowledge about it and feeling like you want to nurture it. It's almost like, you've put all that hard work in and starting to reap the rewards of what you've sown. Seven of Pentacles can also be about making an assessment about things as well, or like having a change in direction. So it's like you could look at the tree as like, well, I haven't got enough, or I haven't done enough, I need to work harder, I need to do more. Or you could look at the tree as like, I'm really grateful for what I have here, for what I already have. And you might not have seen it before, but I'm feeling an energy of like that different perspective, like with the Hanged Man. You're starting to see things differently. You're starting to see the prosperity, the abundance. You are assessing things and changing direction based around what you're seeing now. And it's an energy I'm feeling like it feels good. And you did manifest this. You chose to bring this into your life. And I do see you kind of stepping into, as part of this, it's not actually what your intention was, but you are stepping into a bit of a leadership role. You're starting to, it's almost like your story could become something that will help other people to grow. So there is an element of that as well. So what else do we have for the future of this? What is coming for you on here? Is the future of this? I have the Nine of Pentacles. So again, there's a lot of pentacles coming out here, a lot of pentacles, more pentacles than swords, to be quite honest. So it's like where you were stuck in your head, where you were feeling unclear about things, since you made this decision to open up and speak and express, that shake-up, that Haggler's energy of shake-up is actually creating a Nine of Pentacles, which is contentment. 9 is the number of completion. And it's like you completed a cycle. You have moved into a space of like, I'm actually really content with everything that I've got. And you are starting to see your life in that way, rather than looking for the next thing and going on to the next thing. You're actually being content with what you already have and really starting to feel at home and better from that. I can see a spider there building its webs. It's like that's where you're at the moment. It's like you've decided, wherever I'm at right now, I'm going to build that web there. I'm going to stay here and make this work. I'm going to allow myself to make this work. So let's see the final outcome message that we have for you. So what messages do we have on here? I'm getting the grass is greener on the other side. as well, which is sort of like, we all know that one, don't we, where it's sort of like perhaps you've been living like that before, where it's like you're constantly looking for like, oh, is this really what I want, or is there something more for me over there? But now you've decided like, no, I'm going to work with what I've got. I know what I need. Yeah, that Nine of Swords has just come out there as I was talking about that. So it's like you're doing your own head in by like feeling like that. Like, why do I keep sabotaging what I've got because I'm looking for something else, something new? And then that doesn't satisfy you, so then you're going to look for something else. This is about becoming and realizing what you actually are satisfied by and what you have worked towards, that intention that you set, and bringing it into fruition, because you are good at manifesting things. So anyway, the final word. Let's get the final word. Oh, flipping heck. It's because my fingers have gone it's gone a little bit chilly now, so my fingers have gone a bit slippery and the cards keep sliding out my hands. So final outcome for you right now. We have the King of Wands as the final outcome. This is a successful leader. It's having confidence. It's really finding an energy of standing in your power. This is powerful energy. And I do feel, if you're the masculine here, I do feel this is an energy of you sort of like stepping into your feminine almost to express something. And then once you do, it's actually standing you deeper in your masculine energy. And if you are the female here, this is about you feeling safe enough to drop into your feminine energy. And again, once you've done that, it's going to bring you out to a place of feeling, actually, I feel safe in my masculine and my feminine now. I feel able to be the leader of my own life, but also acknowledge my feelings and just allow myself to ride through them. This is an energy for, I feel, the collective, of really acknowledging it's okay to admit how I feel and not dwell on that too much, not indulge in that too much, but just experience it enough so that I can move forward, so I can move on. That's the energy that I'm getting for you from there. So that is what I have for you today. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you again soon. Blessed be.